Hey, for just a moment, I want to talk to you some more about Job. Job was a great patriarch, and let me tell you what, we know that it had to have been an awful day when you think about it. All the disaster that took place to him where God allowed and permitted that to happen. Here was a man that was known as basically the richest man of the realm and one of the most godly men ever to be on planet Earth. And he lost everything. Now, candidly, folk, it's one thing to lose all your possessions. It's another thing when you lose all your children. And Job experienced both kinds of things. I got a little taste of this when I was growing up. I remember that we had an experience that took place when I was young where we had 2 tornadoes that tore through our place 10 months from each other. And it basically wiped everything out that we had. And I can remember my dad sitting on a pile of rubble with his head buried in his hands, sobbing. And I'll never forget that experience of watching him in total devastation. And it gave me a good understanding, a little glimpse, you might say, of what it was like for Job and what he experienced. Let me tell you what, you may go through some stuff that you have no idea why you're going through it. Maybe it's an illness. Maybe it's a financial setback. Maybe it's someone who is bullying you. Whatever that may be, trust me, God knows you're going through it. And God still loves you, and He still cares about you, and He's still working behind the scenes, and He's holding you up. Even if you don't think He is, He's holding you up. Don't forget that God is there. And you know what? Job had a great attitude as he was laying out on the ground and he tore his robes. He just said, look, I came into this world naked and I'm going to go back to the world naked, but blessed be the name of the Lord. I cannot think of a greater attitude and a more humble attitude of worship. And that's what it is, my friends. Even when he was wiped out and destitute, he was worshiping God. That was the most prostrate he could get before God and said, God, I don't know why you're doing it, but I know you got a reason and I'm going to trust. And my friends, whatever you may be going through now or you may in the future, never forget God's still got you in the palm of His hand. And just remember to keep trusting Jesus day by day. Think on it for just a moment.